Community Connection on KGNB, brought to you by Waters International Realty.
This is Paige Green with your Community Connection. We are here with Tiffany Quiring. She is the Development Director and incoming Executive Director of CRRC Canyon Lake. Tiffany, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, Paige. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. You're with CRRC Canyon Lake. What is that?
Yeah, so CRRC is the Community Resource and Recreation Center of Canyon Lake. We really try to be a one-stop shop of resources for our Canyon Lake community and some of the smaller areas around us. So we actually have a food pantry, which serves a great deal of people, and then we have financial crisis assistance, which helps keep our neighbors in their homes when they're facing eviction. We also do utility assistance. I know that all of us have probably seen the fluctuation of utility bills here recently, and that can be very difficult if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Additionally, we have other community-focused resources and services, such as our North Pole Village, which is coming up. We have a recreation center where we have fit and fab classes, silver sneakers, a community garden. We also coordinate for meal deliveries and grocery deliveries. We really try to do as much as we can to support our neighbors.
It seems like you have a wide range of support from the CRRC. And as we get into holiday season, are there any areas of CRRC that need a little extra love?
Absolutely. Thank you for asking that. I think that a lot of families can expect and anticipate, maybe their paycheck not going as far during the holidays, right? I think a lot of times we first think of, Christmas gifts and, things like that. But something that a lot of our clients are facing, that it's not just the expense from Christmas. It's the expense from the extra meals with having kids out of school for a full week for Thanksgiving. It's the expense of kids being out of school for 2 weeks or 3 weeks for the Christmas holiday, and families that maybe weren't budgeting to feed their kiddos at home all of a sudden have to do an extra 5 or 10 meals a week. It's the expense of kids. Many times our schools are doing special programs or special dress-up days, and that can kind of strain a family's finances. So something that we're seeing a lot of is that our clients are coming in and they're able to have the money to do some of the extra stuff that they want to do for the holidays and to make them memorable for their families and for their children, but they're not as able to do some of the extra stuff unless they have a little bit of help with our food pantry. So on average, we have about 12,000 food pantry visits a year. So that's 12,000 times that individuals come through to get groceries, to feed their families, to pack lunches, things like that are necessary. And especially during this time of year when people are kind of pinching pennies, it's really important for us that when we have enough that we share and that we give. So that's the entire nonprofit community could really benefit from not just CRRC, but any organization or passion that you are that you share is a great chance to donate to a nonprofit service that you're passionate about.
And you mentioned specifically the food pantry needing a little extra help. And what does specifically the food pantry from CRRC look for, or is there any volunteer positions that someone can sign up for as well?
So we always can use volunteers in our CRRC food pantry. The application to volunteer with us is on our website, crrcofcanyonlake.org. But additionally, you'll find information on the types of food that we always need to stock our shelves. So right now, we always need canned fruit. We always need canned soup. We're always incredibly grateful for any produce that you can donate that we can get to families. We want to make sure that they have the healthy options. And then we also have something that's been very, very successful for us, and that's our Amazon wish list. So we have our Amazon wish list listed, and most of the things on that list they're food items that will go directly to our food pantry. So if you're looking to support families in the area with something essential and vital like food, absolutely visit our website and figure out a way to get plugged in.
Does the CRRC have any specific holiday events coming up?
We do. So something that we love here in the Canyon Lake area is our annual North Pole Village. So this is one of the things that I'm sure that one of your listeners will email you in to correct me on. But this is one of those things that has been around for 20 or 30 years, I believe. And so it's had a lot of different evolutions. But right now where we're at is that we turn our entire CRRC Recreation Center into the North Pole. So you walk in, you get a ticket. Children are free this year, so any children are welcome to come and attend for free. Adults are $5 to attend, but you come in and you are just immersed into the North Pole. And by that I mean we actually have like huge buildings put in where you can walk and you can see Santa and take pictures with Santa, and then you can walk to the library and the kids can walk through the library and look at books and have volunteers help them select a book that they get to take home for free. And then walk over to our bakery, which is probably one of my little favorite spaces that we have, where kids will actually be able to do the fun part of baking. So they'll be able to decorate their cookies, add some sprinkles. A lot of the kiddos just sit right there and eat their cookies. Some of the cookies make it home. So there's lots of those types of things that we'll have going on. We'll have Christmas music. It's a great way to just get into the holiday spirit, and we'd love being able to host that at CRRC. So that is at 125 Mabel Jones Drive, and it is Thursday, Friday, Saturday in December. It's the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th, and then I don't want to tell you wrong, and then the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th from 5 to 8 p.m. And like I said, it's totally free for kids to come. They end up leaving with about $25 worth of valuable goodies at the end of it, and it's a really cool way to just have fun in our own backyard. A lot of these families have to travel, right, 30 minutes, 45 minutes to go do something, and maybe in San Antonio or do something that's holiday focused, and we want to make sure that they can get that holiday joy right here in our recreation center.
You said this was free for children to attend and adults are $5. Now, this
Correct.
event is also a fundraiser, is that right?
Yeah, it is. So in years before, it's been specifically focused on the North Pole, right? It's been specifically focused on the Christmas vibe and getting into the Christmas spirit. But something we've been able to do in the last 2 years is draw attention to the need in Canyon Lake and ask folks why they're in a generous spirit and why they are thinking of their neighbors, and while they're what's the expression about extending your table to more people, is we're asking people to donate to CRRC so that we can not only provide things like the North Pole Village, but provide food to our residents year-round.
This is the North Pole Village Community Event fundraiser. It is free for children and adults are $5. You can be immersed into North Pole. It's December 7th, 8th, and 9th at 125 Mabel Jones Drive. Make sure you are there for this. Seems like fun event. I've never been, but I want to be immersed.
You've got to come join us.
I know. I want to be immersed in North Pole now.
Yeah, it's a blast. We'd love to have you.
Well, thank you, Tiffany, for joining us today. Do you have anything you would like to add about CRRC?
I think the big thing for CRRC is that we really are we're a great secret that's existing over here in the Hill Country. The amount of love and generosity that flows through our doors and the amount of support that we're able to give this community is really life-changing for everyone in Canyon Lake. And it seems as though you're either receiving assistance from CRRC or you're assisting CRRC in some way. So I just would like to encourage everybody to look us up on Facebook. Please visit our website, learn a little bit more about what we're doing, sign up for our newsletter. It really is a tremendous organization.
Tiffany Quiring, the Development Director and incoming Executive Director at CRRC Canyon Lake. Thank you so much for joining us today for Community Connection. This is Paige Green on KGNB.